Live on Facebook.
We're live on everything. Oh.
Boom. Now we double live.
Hello, Facebook and the computer. Or the camera. Thank you so much.
Feels good to be here on a Friday.
Yes. Okay. Now we go. I told my wife that we're live. All right. Thank you very much for joining us, Facebook. This is Salt of the Streets. What did you say? Episode 38?
Boom.
Jesus Christ. All right.
We're out here. Getting weird.
Yep. This is the pre-show. Thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you. Before we continue, I have to hit our social medias. Facebook, you're watching us right now at Salt of the Streets. Instagram at Salt of the Streets. We also have our personals. There's also saltofthestreets.com. That has everything on there. We have our personals. Colin is at Big Bird Coffee on Instagram and Twitter. And on Twitter, I am Salt of the Street. And Instagram, I am alpaca_Donovan. So you can find us there. And like I said, saltofthestreets.com for everything. The episodes post on Monday. The full videos post on Tuesday. Blog post on Thursday. Everything is good to go. When I say episodes on Monday, so we're good to go. Everything is there.
Check.
Yep.
Check.
Like I said, thank you.
Boom.
We're here. It's a Friday. Normally we record on Saturdays, but as you know, I got a baby on the way. So tomorrow I'm going to do some work on my house. We're going to move the closet from one side of our room to the other. And then we're going to start work on the baby's bedroom, the nursery, and everything is going to be Gucci because we are less than 90 days away from the due date.
Getting real.
Yeah, baby Dax is on his way.
What color room is it going to be?
I don't know what the base color is going to be, but there's going to be a mural on the wall of some of our favorite comic book covers and panels.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Setting them up from the beginning.
Jordan's father-in-law, Leif, shout out Leif Wagner. He's a beast. He is an amazing artist. And so the panel that goes over the heating and air conditioning unit in that storage room is going to be a mural. And so there's going to be one of them I know for sure is the cover of the Uncanny X-Men. I don't know what number it is, but it's the episode where Storm and Forge break up. She comes back to him and decides that she wants to be with him, but he breaks up with her. It's a whole deal. And because Jordan wanted some strong female figures on the mural, right? And I'm more of a Marvel person than a DC person. So Wonder Woman is obviously the first person that comes to mind because I'm more Marvel. It's like, well, let me think about this. And X-Men is my favorite comic book of all time. And so X-Men is just where I went, and it's Storm. Like, that's it. Like, she was the leader of the X-Men for a very long time. She's one of the...
she?
Yep, absolutely. She was one of the strongest X-Men.
Did not know that one.
Yeah. So I'm a huge proponent. So it's a cover where she's like looking up into the sky and it's like raining and shit. And it's a whole deal. And we have a couple other we have set aside just from shit that I have been reading and stuff. So
that's dope.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be comic book theme, and because I fucking love comic books. So
do you now?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be awesome.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited.
Have you ever gotten down on the Walking Dead comics?
I have a couple of them. I have like some of the graphic novels, not the comic books themselves, like the individual issues, but I have like probably 1 through 8, I think, of the graphic novels. So,
okay. We'll have to check it. I don't know if you've seen our collection. We had up until, like, I'm trying to think like TV season wise where it stopped, but I can't remember. But yeah, I'll show you after the cast. We got a whole bunch of them if you want to borrow them.
Really?
Feel fucking free, homie.
That's what's up. I did not know that.
Yeah, we have a bunch of those.
Some of the OG ones.
Yeah. Yeah, we got them back before the TV show was out.
Really?
Yeah, because we had a comic book shop in, was it Staten Island? Yeah, we used to go to all the time. And the guy recommended it to us, and so we started doing that. And he's like, yeah, I think they're going to be making a TV show soon. I was like, oh, word. And then, boom, Walking Dead happened.
Walking Dead #1 is worth like $1 bajillion right now. Like,
what?
Oh, yeah. If you have a #1 that's like in good condition, that's like one of the first, like, it's not, like a super crazy reprint or anything. It's worth like good money. Like,
I think
I
need to go.
OGs are worth good money.
After the pre-show, we're going to stop and we're going to go look.
Yeah, it was such a limited print run because they didn't know whether or not it was going to be popular. So some of the early ones are worth like good fucking money, especially because the show was so popular. Yeah,
we got to check it out.
That's a real
after
thing.
Pre-show.
Yeah. So
And you know what? It's so funny because we always loan out like the first 4 to people. And I hope right now that we have that. And I don't know if we do. Yeah. It might be in New York with some of the Ecuadorian family.
Yeah. No, they're really good. They're good comics.
They are.
I'm a huge fan. So I really liked the style. I liked the black and white. As much as I love like colors and shit, the black and white I thought really, like, with it, for as much gore as in there, I thought it was fitting, you know, to make it not too much.
That style is just, it adds credence to like that, you know, post-apocalyptic world. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope.
So before we continue, why don't you go and tell the people what you ate today before I got here?
About 2 hours ago, I had a delicious bowl of sauteed veggies, sweet potato, and chicken.
Word.
Kind of an Asian flavor action.
Word.
And then, you know, it's Friday, so I worked, so I had like a full breakfast and all that good stuff too. And then I got off work early, so I didn't actually eat lunch. I had kind of like that late lunch, which is good because, you know, Cass is about to happen, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And it's weird. We don't, during the week, we eat so late at night just out of pure necessity because Carolina doesn't come home till like 7 o'clock.
It's off super late.
Yeah. And then, you know, even I'll have dinner ready like the minute she gets in the door. And then even then, you know, she's going to come in and we got the dogs and everybody needs attention. And then we got to talk for a while. Yeah. And get comfy and just kind of step away from the work mentality for a minute. So we don't usually eat until like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
And then we get up at like 4, so we got to go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock every night.
Yes.
Very, very limited time during the week. But it makes the weeks just fly by, though. Getting stuff done, baby.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
You should have came and had lunch with us today. I didn't even think about fucking saying that.
I probably would have blown it off, to be perfectly honest, because I got off work and I had a laundry list of errands that I had to run. And I was like, okay, sweet. You know, we talked today about kind of what time-ish we'd be doing this afternoon. I was like, oh, dude, I got time to go to the auto parts store, go get my new tabs and do all this stuff. And then boom, boom. I knocked out so much this afternoon.
Did a lot of stuff today?
Yeah. All and then Carolina's out right now doing some more errands. And we're going to have ourselves like a almost fully free weekend.
That's kind of like what I was thinking. I was like, Jordan's going to go out to dinner with her dad today. And I was just thinking, like, what am I going to do when I'm done? You know, like, I'm going to have, like, all my responsibilities taken care of. Like editing the podcast is not something that takes a lot of attention.
No.
You know? Like, I'm just going to play some fucking video games and get, like, super stoned and just kind of kick back and have some beers and have a good fucking time tonight. And tomorrow, like, you know, I'm just going to work on my house. And, like, I'm really excited. Like, this is a good deal.
It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah.
Just been, I mean, this week, too, like, it's just been such like been very busy, very, very kind of chaotic, just boom, boom, boom. Halloween was on Wednesday.
Yes.
Did you guys do anything for Halloween?
We just stayed home. Yeah.
Good call.
Stayed home this time.
We had this kind of half-assed plan that we had kind of thrown together between, I think Morgan and Carolina were talking about trying to do something. There was a costume contest down at Western Red Brewing. Because if you haven't been there, we need to fucking go.
That's where you went for the charity thing, right?
No, that was over at Clearwater.
Oh, okay.
But, the dog charity thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we did that.
That was in the Western Red. Okay.
Yeah, last weekend was it last weekend was Rotary or the weekend before that? I think last weekend was Rotary.
Yeah. The gala.
Yeah, the gala.
You and your fancy-ass galas.
It was good, man. I got to bid on stuff.
Did you win anything?
Oh, I bought some. I donated some money. Donated some money.
What did you get?
I got a package of it's like 5 dozen raw oysters and 5 bottles of wine from this really cool spot out right next to the water in Seebeck. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go out there and eat some oysters, drink some wine, have some fun.
Are you gonna bang it all out at one time?
I think what we're going to try to do
there. You should go there and bang out 5 dozen oysters and 5 bottles of wine in one sitting.
Dude, I would die.
See where you're at.
That much wine with that much oysters. That would be a messy evening.
You should wait. You should wait until you're like, all right, I'm ready to have a baby. And then you should go and do all 5 dozen oysters and all 5 bottles of wine. And that should do the trick.
See, that just sounds like a really bad idea. I can feel the hangover already.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't feel great the next day, but...
It would probably take me a week to get over that hangover. Hangovers are not a quick recovery anymore, man. After I hit like 30, it's just one average hangover that I used to get from, I don't know, one night of like a semi big amount of drinking.
Yeah.
That hangover used to last one day. Now it lasts like 2.5 days. Like if I get really screwed up like tonight, like I'll still feel it part of the way through Monday morning. I'll still feel like garbage, which is why I don't drink like that no more.
It's not quite so easy to get over.
Yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts me. That's the one part about being old that I've really felt is like, wow, I just can't deal with the hangovers anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about.
I feel like that's pretty consistent, what I hear about.
But what I was going to tell you about Halloween, we had planned to go to that Western Red, and then it just, by the time I got home, Carolina got home, it's a work night. It's middle of the week. It's late. Everyone's tired, all that good stuff. And so we decided just to go down to Puerto Vallarta, down the road here, have a couple beers, have some dinner, chill out. And all of a sudden, like, I get a call from Jake. It was like, dude, we can't go here anymore. At least tonight, because they're trying to say that Morgan's got a fake ID, and so they won't serve us. And so fuck this place, we're out. Yeah, straight up. I guess they just got fined by the Liquor Control Board. They failed one of their tests or something like that, and so they're like being super, super sketch about it. And
they said that her ID was fake.
Yeah, like he took it, like the waitress had to take it to like the manager and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, what's going? So we ended up. Long story short, we ended up at that place in Port Gamble, Butcher and Baker.
She doesn't seem like, and not to interrupt you, but Morgan does not seem like one to break any type of fucking rules, like, ever. So I don't not to judge, Morgan, but I don't see her as one to be like, yeah, let me get a fake ID. Not to mention that she's like a couple years older than me. Like, I know that's
yeah,
crazy.
I thought it was...
I don't get ID'd at half of the places that I go to, so that seems crazy funny. That she looks, she's very youthful,
Yeah.
But that's
I think
crazy.
she's mid 20s.
Yeah.
I don't want to just throw out anybody's age here, so
right.
mid 20s.
Right. That's crazy. A fake ID, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. So,
I'd be pissed.
Oh man, she was fired up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Her
I'd love
too,
to
man.
see that.
Oh yeah, she can get heated.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to ask her to guest host in the near future. So shout out Ginger Ninja. I think that might be a good episode.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Boom.
Yep.
What movie is that from, Don?
Oh, I don't know. I had too many beers today. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's from none other than Casablanca, my friend.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Here's looking at you, kid.
Well, there you go.
Fucking great movie. Love that movie.
Do you want to tell the people what we're going to talk about today?
I don't even want to, man. We're just having fun right now.
Just doing
it. Today, we got another listener request. Shout out Isaiah, a.k.a. Third and Brooks in the Fantasy League. Yeah, I know. He's dirty.
The best team with the worst record in the league.
There's always one, man. There's always one.
He's got a good team. Him and I, man, we tried to make some trades this week and just couldn't find something that worked for us, Brett. I'm sure that come soon we'll figure it out. I'm like 4-4 right now. I'm playing Chad this week, so I think I feel good about this week. I don't want to, I don't want to fuck it up, but I think that I'll probably be 5-4 by the time this week comes. So
I think I'm going to be 5-4 too. I don't know. I forget exactly.
Did you lose to Morgan last week? Or
did
you did? You lost to Morgan last week? Damn.
Yeah, man.
I forgot to look.
Yeah, there was I couldn't have played him because it was like, I can't remember what it was. For whatever reason, I didn't play Larry Fitz. Because
he went off
he's
for
been
the first time in all year. He went off last week. Yeah, that's
and I saw those numbers on the bench. I was like, that would have been a victory.
Yeah,
you son of a.
That's the worst. Is when it's one fucking player that would do it. You know, it feels okay at least when you lose and you go and you look at your bench and you're like, well, everybody else scored like 2 points, so there's nothing I could have done. You know, like everybody I had picked up, like I played the best lineup that I could and I just lost. You know, like at least that's all right where you did your best. But when you've got like 50 fucking points on your bench, you're like, God damn it. Like, why did I do this? You know? Oh, it's the worst thing. I
can justify it though, because I looked at his, you look at his record all year and it's like, okay, you're not, we don't know.
That rookie QB Josh Rosen is fucking him up this year. Dude. Yeah.
And who was it last week? Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Kind of went off and he wasn't supposed to. And yeah, it was just another rough week in the fantasy world.
Well, this week, Baker Mayfield, the Browns and the Chiefs are playing each other. And the last time that Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes played each other was in college. And there was like almost 1,200 yards of offense that happened in that game. And the final score was like 66-54, some stupid shit. So and Kansas City's defense is so bad, and their offense is so good that I feel like something similar to that could happen again as long as Cleveland's offense can kind of come together and get their shit together. Then they can score a bunch of fucking points. It's possible. Yeah. David Njoku is a star. Antonio Callaway is a star. I mean, they have like Nick Chubb, who's a really great running back. They've got good fucking weapons.
Well, they're like a pretty new team though, right?
Yeah, they're definitely rebuilding. And they just fired their head coach and their offensive coordinator. So this is the first week with a new group like leading the team.
Ooh.
So
I'm going to have to flip a coin on who I'm going to play then this
week. It's going
to
be tough. I was lucky enough to pick up Ryan Fitzpatrick again, or to pick him up this week because he's starting again for the Bucs, because James
really Don, is he?
Winston threw
because he used to be my quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, and I was getting 40s and 45s, and then all of a sudden he had one terrible game.
Yeah, well, I had to play fucking Eli Manning last week. And then Blake Bortles the week before, who got me negative points before he got fucking sat, and someone else came in the game. So,
dude, my kicker last week came in clutch.
Really?
It was like 18 points, I think, or something like that.
Dude.
Huge. Yeah, that's the Ravens, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Their kicker. Yeah,
Justin Tucker.
Got me some mad points.
That's the key, is to find a team who's mediocre, so they have to kick a lot of long field goals.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real...
We're going to do something.
Yeah.
Because we're almost out of time
You're
here.
going to two-piece it?
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. Yeah, no, that's the real key, is to find someone that is on a mediocre offense so they can get across the 50 but can't get to the end zone, And so they're going to have to kick a long field goal, because in our league, those over 50-yard field goals are like 5 points. So you get fucking 3 of those in a game, you're gold. Like, that's it. Yeah.
Got a good amount.
Yeah, that's a game winner for one more. Boom.
Back in.
Yeah, no, it's a good deal. So, do we tell people what we're talking about this week already?
Yeah, not yet. That's right. I was like, we got to keep going.
Let's do this.
But yeah, so Isaiah again, once more. Shout out to Isaiah. But yeah, he wanted to hear about the big migrant caravan and all the implications that carries. And so we're gonna get into some implications.
Yes,
and we're gonna break it all down. I mean, it's the big news now. I think, especially midterms.
Coming into midterms, it's a huge deal.
So this is perfect. So once again, shout out Isaiah, the great and powerful Third and Brooks. And but yeah, after that, we're gonna do. I didn't really know how to phrase it, but it's essentially kind of looking at the Trump administration's look on the trans community and
gender
some of the
and such. The way they're defining gender based on science and whatnot.
Because there's been some. I think there was a couple rather disingenuous articles put out about it.
Because I'm like halfway on board with it, like that's kind of where I'm at with the leaked memo, supposedly says. Like, I'm like halfway on board with what's going on there. So So we're going to talk about that. I have a fucking big old grab bag that we can talk about.
Me too. I like it.
The trade deadline was on Tuesday, so I have a big sports section for us to go over. There's lots of trades that happened and bullshit. The 49ers and Raiders game yesterday was fucking stupid. I don't know if you watched it.
I did not.
The 49ers won like 34-3 or some ridiculous shit. Yeah. So it was the craziest
did that
thing.
happen?
Yeah, no, it was absolutely absurd. And they were playing their third string quarterback, the 49ers, and they still won like 34-3. It was absolutely absurd.
Well, maybe he won't be a third string anymore.
He's absolutely the backup. So
yeah, I had was it Jared Cook on Oakland that played, and he got me a whole whopping 4 points. So
yeah, no,
I knew something bad kind of happened.
Oakland played fucking terrible yesterday. It was horrible.
What is going on with them?
I don't know, but I'm feeling like Gruden is gonna trade away Derek Carr with that giant contract they just signed him to, and they're gonna pick someone else out of the draft this year. Justin Herbert probably out of Oregon, and that just makes me so sad. I don't want to see him go to I don't want to see him go to the Raiders, and then he's gonna go to Las Vegas, and because in 2020 that's their first season in Las Vegas, I think. So
okay, yeah, because they are. Yeah, I forgot they were moving there.
I don't want to see that shit.
So do you want to save Movember mention for maybe the cast? Do you want to talk about that on the cast?
Oh, yeah, we can just drop a quick mention on it real quick, just because over like what we did this week. Because I didn't really do that much. I went shooting with Case Bowles and Blake on Sunday. It was fucking awesome.
Awesome.
I have to tell you this, right? Because Blake has that sick, nasty shotgun. The Beretta. It was like super expensive. And so it's got like 3 different dampening systems in it, semi-automatic, and just pow, 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 pow. Oh, it was awesome.
And that's the one you were using when you posted the IG post?
No, that one is Casey's.
That's Casey's.
Posted on the IG one, yeah. And that's the one that he bought earlier this week, or last week. And so we did both those. We busted up 90 fucking clays out there. When we just went out to like some logging roads in Sheldon and just found a spot out there. So
that's about normal for that area.
Yeah. So we can go out there absolutely anytime. I can take us out there. And then I brought out my 357. That was my grandpa's gun when he was a sheriff's deputy in Eugene. Mm-hmm. And then on Saturday night was Red's birthday. Shout out John. He's also going to help me fix up my house tomorrow. But he hooked me up with 2 other pistols when we went out there. So brought a 45, right? And I was so excited to tell you this because I knew you would appreciate it. It was his grandpa's gun.
No.
Right? It was his grandfather's sidearm when he served in the Guadalcanal in World War II.
I knew you were going to say that.
Right?
Not Guadalcanal, but...
Yeah, so it was at the time that you were able to buy your weapons from the military when you left, right?
I got goosebumps, bro. Goosebumps.
Like in the Guadalcanal in World War II. And so blasted off a box of this 45. And then he also let me borrow this pistol. It's called the Judge, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 45 long Colt that shoots the 410 shotgun shells. It's just, wow. Oh my God. It was
stupid.
Yeah. So we did some of that. It was a real good time. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out Casey. Shout out, Blake Biscuit, and shout out Red. So it was a really good time. We did that on Sunday, and
that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What did we do this week? Because we had the cast on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, we had the gala, which I already kind of talked about. And then I will say this, though. This is my first time where I've ever been in a position to actually, if you go to like a charity auction, right?
Yes.
Things are not cheap because it's a charity auction.
Right.
But it was the first time I've ever been in a position to actually bid on something. Mm-hmm. And it was something kind of small and stuff, but it felt really good to like donate that money to like the Rotary Club like that, because I know some people in the Rotary Club there, and it's nice to be able to help support them.
Right.
They invited me to this thing, and we had a great time. There was a ton of Halloween costumes out there. It was such a blast, man. It was such a good night, and so it was really nice to be able to be in a position where I could raise that paddle and donate some money, and I got got that cool package, and I think it's going to be a fun I don't know how many of my friends actually can get down on raw oysters. So I'm going to have to kind of do a survey and find out who.
I've never
tried. See if we can get some people together for it.
Never tried a raw oyster, but I had a deep fried oyster once, and I was not a huge fan. You know, but I understand that also like the process of eating them is different when they're raw and deep fried. So
it's basically a little squirt of lemon.
Right, and I feel like if that was the deal, I might like be okay with it, you know. But I've never tried it that way. But to like chew a deep fried oyster is like a deep fried booger, and that's fucking disgusting. So,
because that's basically what an oyster tastes like. It has that like mucus loogie consistency. But you mix that with seawater and slurp it on down. You know, that little squirt of lemon that's the key. Really helps. But yeah, you don't chew it. Don't chew it. That's bad.
Yeah, you just take it like a shot and just kind of deal with it.
Yeah, I can roll with that. But yeah, then it was a pretty chill day Sunday. We ended up going, well, that's a whole nother story. I don't even want to talk about that. Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But it was pretty eventful weekend, not a whole lot of downtime and stuff. And then this week it's just been madness, you know, and every time we do a Friday show, it just, you know, the whole schedule moves up a week.
Yeah.
And then it's been long hours at work trying to get ready for this whole transition thing that we got coming. And, you know, I mean, it was a good week, you know, had a lot of fun. You know, that whole kind of Halloween on Wednesday thing kind of broke things up, and it was cool to be able to go out to dinner like on a school night. And it was fun. Yeah. They have this awesome thing, by the way, over at Butcher and Baker, which if you haven't been.
I have not.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Everything is, it's not farm to table, but I mean, it is quality of a restaurant that you just don't find unless you're in like Seattle.
Yeah.
It's just pure quality. The baking side of it, like the butcher side of it, is basically just the restaurant. And then the baking side of it, they just have a ton of in-house made desserts, giant cookies like the size of my face, and just gourmet desserts. They have some good local beers. It's all open, like family style seating. So you just come in and then you get a menu, look at it, go up to the counter, order. You get a number, they bring it out to you. But I had this thing they have called a butcher's beer. And it's for like $12, but it is it's like a pint glass, but like almost twice as big, huge. And it's a michelada. It's like a homemade michelada, which is like a tomato. It's like a Bloody Mary, but with beer, which I thought was weird. But the first time I had it there, like a red beer. Yeah, like a red beer.
Word.
But it's all spicy and there's a ton of pepper and all this stuff like that. And then you put a little squeeze of lemon in there or lime in there, and it's phenomenal. But it comes with a big, huge slab of beef jerky.
Really?
Just sits right on top, and then you can just munch on that, drink your beer. It is so good. And I think they make the jerky in-house, too.
That's what's up.
Dude, but you definitely check it out. It's so good.
I fuck with that.
But, yeah, that was cool. And now, now we're here. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Boom.
Movember, because that's why we started this whole deal. So, as you can see, it's more obvious on Colin's face because he got a little kickstart on it, but I shaved yesterday. This is my third year, doing Movember, which is a charity that focuses on men's health, having primarily to do with like testicular cancer, prostate cancer, things like that really only affect men. So we are going to go ahead and grow our mustaches out. And if you would like to help us donate to those causes, I'm going to donate every week that I get paid. I try and do a little bit, like $25 or something like that, just to set a base. But anybody else that wants to donate, you can go to Movember.com. I'll also put both of our links up with the episode and everything like that. Just search our names and you can donate money in our names to do that. And the way that I think about it is like if I ever get, prostate cancer and testicular cancer is like really common. It's really not a rare thing to happen. And so the way I think about it is like if that is something that I ever come down with, I'm like, well, I'm super glad that I grow down my fucking mustache, you know, for a month, a year to try and raise money so that I contributed to this because now I'm benefiting from that. You know? And so I just feel like it's a good cause. It's an easy thing to do. Might make you look silly for a little while, but
I don't know yet about this, but I mean,
I'm never comfortable with it. It's the whole month. I'm like, this looks fucking terrible. This is a horrible thing that I'm fucking
Got that
doing with my
70s
face.
porn stash going on.
But when I'm done and I've raised a couple $100, you know, at the end of November, I'm like, this was a good deal. And then I get to shave and I'm like, this is great. My birthday's just like 2 weeks away. You know, this is an awesome deal that's going on. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
Like I grow my facial hair out
But
regularly.
Not just your mustache.
Yeah, but never just the stash.
A solo stash is so rare that it's freaky. You know? And it carries such a horrible stigma now that like if you have a solo stash, people are like, you look like a child molester. Like that's like that's the instant thing that people say.
Unless you're over 50 years old.
And then you're just like
you're a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. You just have
like I said before the pre-show, I'm hoping for that Tom Selleck push broom stash.
Yeah.
Or even, get down on the Samuel Elliott, the Sam Elliott mustache, who he is.
Yeah.
And because they just the mustache is perfect for them.
It just works.
And I hope one day that I can fit that bill, but
yeah.
I don't know if today's that day.
Every year my mustache gets a little bit thicker, but the deal with it is that it's not the same color as the hair on my head. Like my mustache is like a brown with like red and orange in there, and my hair is like almost black. Like it's really super dark brown.
That's the way my brother is, man. He's got really dark brown hair.
But
he is a firebeard. He's a firebeard, man.
Yeah.
And he looks good, but I think sometimes he doesn't dig on it. He doesn't like the color contrast or something like that.
It's hard to deal with, and that's one of the things that throws me off is I'm like, I have to wear a hat because if anyone sees the dress, they'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Like what's up with your face?
How do you have like a platinum blonde mustache and you have black hair?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a rough spot to be in. So, but like all my face hair is like that. Even my chin and stuff is all like a lighter brown and red and stuff. I'm like, why? Like,
because humans are weird as hell.
It's horrible.
It's so weird.
I'm really scared for Dax to be a ginger, because like Jordan, I don't know. Like I'm Irish and Scottish, and Jordan is like Scandinavian and like Scottish or some shit like that, or maybe Irish. I don't, no one would be fucking mad, but
yeah.
And it just scares me because if we have a ginger kid, like no one will believe that it's my kid. Like if I'm like walking around by myself with a red-haired kid, like they're gonna be like,
"You're getting cops called on you, bro."
I'm like, "Oh, this is my son," and they're like, "Yeah, I'm fucking sure." And I'm like, "No, I swear to God, like this is my kid. Like he just came out fucking red-haired, And yeah, no. So I just am really.
Oh no!
I won't not love if Dax is born a ginger, I won't not love him.
Yeah,
but it's something that truly troubles me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like this is an obstacle that I will have to hurdle.
Well, it's
if it were to come my way.
I'll be right up that alley with you because there is a great chance because I'm I'm a white dude through and through, and Carolina, even though she's South American, she's a very light skinned South American,
right?
And but she's like the only person in her family that's light skinned.
Yeah,
and I think her grandfather was as well, but so. Odds are that we're going to pop out a couple brown babies and,
like, whose fucking kids are these?
Yeah, like, wait. Oh, that's so cute. You guys adopted. And like, no, these are my kids. These are our kids.
I did this. Yeah.
But I'm excited for that.
We'll have each other's backs.
Yeah.
And that's what really matters.
There you go. And Dax, we gotta make sure to train Dax up right because he's going to be the role model for our kids because they're going to probably be about a year behind or so.
Yeah, it's like a dog when you have a good dog and then you get other dogs that, you bring them in and they learn a little bit easier because that first dog is really good.
It's like, yo, let me show you how this works, bro. All right? This is how you got to be.
Yeah.
Word. I think we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, no, I think that's just about it. So, because I think that's everything that we hit. We'll do some, some grab bag shit. That's just about it. We hit the social medias. I'm just going to do them again real quick just to make sure.
Word.
We got over here on Facebook, It's All to the Streets. Instagram, It's All to the Streets. Colin is over here. Big Bird Offie on Twitter and Instagram. I am alpaca underscore Donovan on Instagram. And then Salt of the Street on Twitter. saltofthestreets.com for absolutely everything. On Mondays, the episodes drops. On Tuesdays, the full video. Thursday is the blog post. live streams on Saturdays. Friday today, because this is what we're doing. But everything else is there. That's where you can find us. SoundCloud for all of our podcasts. Anywhere else you can find it. YouTube at Salt of the Streets. We're fucking out here. Facebook, peace the fuck out.
Yo, my work homie's watching. Devin. What up, Devin? Thanks for watching.
Thanks, dog.
I'll get back to work.
What up?